Hey everybody, Chris with the Pub Trivia Experience, and we are actually taking the week off to spend some time with our families for Christmas. With that being said, this week's episode I want you to listen to because this is going to be episode 1 of the newest show on the PTE Network, Verboten, hosted by the incomparable Jay Borsom. This is a fun game that she has put together. You are guaranteed to have a laugh, have a cry, and have a good time. We will be back next week with a new episode of the Pub Trivia Experience, but we want you guys to stay safe, and until we see you next time, have a good one.
From the shores of Tamriel to the non-existent edges of the Rainbow Road, music has not only shaped the worlds of video games, but also our lives, both real and virtual. But which video game soundtrack has done that the best? Come along on a month-long adventure with host Jay Borsom and the panelists of the Boozy Bracketology podcast to find out. Will their choices take your Breath of the Wild away, or will it be game over for someone's Final Fantasy pick? There's only one way to know for sure, and that's by listening to Boozy Bracketology throughout the month of November as we crown what we believe to be the best video game music of all time. Boozy Bracketology, fizzy drinks, strong opinions, crowning champions. A proud part of the PTE Network and available wherever you find your podcasts.
Recorded live and transmitting from the basement bunker at the heart of the LK Nation in Chicagoland, this is Verboten. Hello, friends. Welcome to Verboten, the game show podcast that entertains you in 30 words or less, or it's free. Please clap.
Yay.
Oh, audibly.
Yeah, it's an audio medium. No, I'm really sillily proud of that intro. So, listeners, I'm your host. This is always Jay, and I say as always, despite the fact that this is our premiere episode, you wouldn't know the as always because you haven't been primed for this, but this is in fact the debut of a brand new word-based game show on the PTE Network called Verboten. But before we get into the game, of course, time to meet our guests. We will start today with Tim Dipple out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, a pretty familiar face and voice on the PTE Network. So Tim, how you doing? What you drinking?
Yeah, I don't think anybody would recognize my face, except for like the 4 people on this chat. I am doing very well. I'm excited for this. I know this has been a labor of love. I know that I've been watching this the entire path, and I'm excited to be on the pilot episode. As for what I am drinking, I'm going to try something a little outside of my wheelhouse. I don't typically drink sours. But this is the Shark Party Mixed Berry Sour from Crooked Hammock Brewery in Myrtle Beach. I think I got this from Michael Turner when we did the beer swap a couple of months ago. So let's see.
Famed NIU running back Michael the Burner Turner?
Yeah, something like that. Actually, South Carolina Broadcasting Association Producer of the Year, Michael Turner.
Look, I only went to college with one of them, so. There is that beautiful, beautiful can Foley coming out of you, Tim. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Your partner, and dare I say, your frenemy for this recording is none other than Brittany Shaw, hailing from, and I quote, 10 minutes away from me. So, Brittany, how are you doing? What are you drinking?
Jay, I am doing pretty well. I am excited to record this. I'm shocked because I actually approve of Tim's beer choice for once, because I've never seen him drink anything that's not an IPA.
I did this specifically for you, Brittany.
Aw, thanks. As far as what I am drinking, it is now pumpkin season, and I am drinking this beer from Southern Tier Brewing Company called Warlock, which is an Imperial Pumpkin Stout. Or I'm not going to drink that because it's not a twisty top. So instead, I'm going to drink this beer from Black Horizon Brewing Company called Big Grams, which is a s'more-style stout, because that's still fall, right? So,
Because, yeah, notoriously, when I think s'mores, I think autumn. Sure.
Do you not? Because that's like an autumn thing for me.
It's a very summer thing for me, but
Oh,
it could
okay.
be just be my mileage.
Hold up. It's August and it's 90 degrees today. How is this fall?
Yeah, way to peel back the curtain on the concept of the timeline there, Tim.
Tim, it's November and it's 65 outside.
I live in North Carolina. Even if it's November, it's probably still 85.
It's 61 right now, to be fair. So, 60.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Brittany is notoriously incapable of handling temperatures above 62. So
I really am. I'm awful, and I am so glad it's fall now.
yes, this flower is wilting in the Chicago summer. So Tim and Brittany, have you had some time to think of a team name for tonight's game?
We have decided that short for best frenemies for life, we will be the Biffles. And I don't think Tim knows I was actually going to say it like that.
No,
but
I knew.
Biffles.
I figured that's what you were going with.
I asked him if he wanted to do something that didn't involve the word frenemy, and he said no. So
the Biffles.
The Biffles.
The Biffles.
The best frenemies for life.
For life. All right, I'm going to need, as homework after this recording, everybody's 3 best backronyms on BFFL, and we'll edit those in post. But it's not a competition without some competitors, so let's throw it over to the other side of the table and introduce, first and foremost, hailing from Garfield, New Jersey, which is the most lasagna-centric place in New Jersey, Chris Hernandez. Chris, how you doing? What you drinking?
I'm doing well. I get to see your lovely face and Tim's gun show one more time. Today, I am drinking a Blue Moon mango wheat that's been living in my fridge for quite a while, so hopefully it's still good.
Oh, that had a good room effect reverb on it. Very, very quality. How is it?
It's pretty good.
Very nice. And you'll be playing alongside your partner today, Andrew Gossett from all the way down in Charleston, South Carolina. Andrew, how you doing and what you drinking?
I'm doing pretty good. Not to date the recording of this again, but Hurricane Idalia is right around my area as of now. And so this is a good way to take my mind off of that. I am drinking this Chi-Chi's Pina Colada wine cocktail thing that's been in my fridge for a while that I didn't really have any other alcohol. So instead, for more volume, I have this water bottle that's full of Mio sweet tea flavor.
That could be the most Zoomer.
You hear that sound?
South Carolinian thing I've ever heard. Sweet tea Mio.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it.
Love it.
I didn't know that they made it in sweet tea, but if anyone was going to drink that, it would be somebody from Charleston, South Carolina.
Yep, pretty much. That's
me.
Isn't
the central conceit of sweet tea that it's basically just wet sugar?
Yeah, most of the time.
I mean, hot take, sweet tea's not good.
Oh, sweet tea's delicious when you can taste the diabetes.
Exactly.
Fair enough there.
There's a joke that I got kicked out of the South because I don't like sweet tea, and I'll own up to it. I don't like sweet tea. I don't think it's good.
I'm not a fan of tea, iced, sweet, or hot. So
I like hot tea, but
in fact, my least favorite thing about having a sore throat and losing my voice is the fact that I have to drink honey-based tea. I just stomach it. You do what you have to.
You could just do hot water and honey.
I could, but then that would just be, what did we call your Mio before? Wet sugar?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it would be hot wet sugar.
That's true. As for me, my friends, tonight, I was going to join you, Brittany, in a Big Grams from Black Horizon Brewing Company. In fact, here is that Big Grams from Black Horizon Brewing Company. But what people need to understand about me, as I introduce myself properly to the PTE Network, is that I never travel anywhere without a bottle of Siesta Key spiced rum out of Sarasota, Florida. And if I don't get you the bottle fully, I don't think anybody will recognize me. So there we go. Cheers. One and all.
Cheers.
There you go.
So now that we have introduced everybody, one important question, Chris and Andrew, have you decided on a team name for tonight's game?
Well, I was thinking of something since Andrew is a bassoonist and I'm me. I was thinking team blow on this?
You know,
I honestly thought Chris was going to say the as-soonest.
I like team blow on this.
That's fine.
Well, let me make
No
notes for
problem.
episode titles. We have Hot Wet Sugar and The Ass Soonest so far. All right, so friends, I know you know how the game is played. I know for a fact that none of our listeners do because this is our debut episode. So let's go ahead and play the rules from Past Me. Here's how the game is played. 30 words are chosen before the episode as the target words for the entire game. In round 1, each team tries to guess all 30 words. One player gives one-word clues to their partner, and correct answers are worth up to 3 points based on the number of clues given. If an illegal clue is given, or the word isn't guessed correctly after 3 clues, it's worth nothing. In round 2, the words are shuffled. Teams switch roles and go through half the word list each, but each clue giver is restricted to using a total of 30 clue words for the entire round. Correct guesses are worth 4 points each, with any unused clues worth 1 bonus point each at the end of the round. In round 3, I will step in as the clue giver and will give a single clue for each word in the reshuffled list to the team that's behind in points at that time. That team gets 1 chance to guess the word for 5 points, but if they're wrong, their opponents can steal the points with the correct answer. Oh, and one more thing. Once a clue is given for a word, it is verboten and cannot be used again for the rest of the game. The team with the most points after 3 rounds wins. Well, thank you very much for that read, Past Me. Past Me was, for the record, an hour and a half ago when I remembered that I reformatted the entire game and didn't have the right audio set up for it. So if we're ready for round 1, I think we are. We're going to start with Team the Biffles, which means, unfortunately, Chris and Andrew, I'm going to ask you to remove yourself from the situation temporarily as I place you into isolation. All right, we have sent Chris and Andrew away to the soundproof portion of the basement bunker here, which in reality is just where I keep the water main. So if you have anything you want to say about them, now is the time. It certainly won't make the final recording. Wink.
I mean, Andrew seems like a really cool person. And, well, Chris is Chris, so... And he knows.
Fair enough on that. So for round number 1, Tim, you're going to be giving clues to Brittany. Brittany, you're going to be trying to guess the 30 words that are on this list. And Tim, round 1 begins when you see the first word. Good luck.
Lag.
Drag.
Plane.
Air.
Leave.
Go.
I'm sorry, no points there. Brittany, the word he was trying to get you to was jet.
Oh.
Next word coming up.
Effort.
Try.
Deadpool.
Maximum.
And we have points on the board. 2 points for getting maximum. Next word coming up.
Hot.
Bothered.
Chair.
Seat.
And 2 points there as well. Starting to find your legs in this game, Brittany. Next up.
Mailing.
Address.
And well done. That is a 3-pointer coming out from Team the Biffles. Next word coming through right now.
Stealthy.
Sneaky.
And that, my friends, is 2 in a row for the max. We are now 5 down, 25 to go.
Terrorism.
Fear.
Stockholm.
Syndrome.
People.
Swedes.
No, hostage was the word you wanted on this one.
Oh. You tried Stockholm with me, really?
Yes, because I thought it would get you there.
I thought it'd be a Pavlov for you.
I hate you both so much right now.
Radioactive.
Dragons.
Half-life.
Carbon?
Rot.
Deteriorate.
You were getting there towards the end, but the word was decay.
Oh.
Next up.
Fisher.
Price.
Leia.
Carry.
Carry it is. Just a point of clarification for the listeners. It is carry, the common noun that ends in a Y, but this is an audio medium, and you said carry. That counts. Because, Brittany, you of all people know that sometimes two words sound exactly the same. Next up.
Sometimes three do, too.
Wow. Why am I... Wow, it's blanking on words. Motion.
Move.
Straight.
Line.
Go.
Stop.
Oh, sorry. He was trying to get you to forward on that set.
Oh.
Birthday.
Suit.
Ruby.
Anniversary.
Summer.
Candle.
No, 0 for 3 again. July was the word on the list there.
Oh, okay.
Brittany, when's my birthday?
I don't know. I know you just had it recently, but I don't remember when that was.
July.
Oh.
All right, next up.
Dad.
Bingo.
Father.
Bandit.
Indeed. Bandit was the word there. 2 points.
Do you know how infuriating it is when I say dad and you give bingo?
I thought you were doing the song in order. Like you were going to go dad, mom, bingo, and then...
To be fair, bingo is the next word in the theme song.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
Soda.
Pop.
Carolina.
Pepsi.
And Pepsi for 2 points as you're starting to get back into the swing of things.
Ruby.
July.
Blue.
Pokemon.
Mountains.
Sky.
No, this was a tougher one, and he went in a couple different directions, but the thing they all have in common is ridge.
I don't know what a Ruby Ridge is, but okay.
I forgot that you didn't get the 90s until last week, Brittany. Forgive me.
Given that you lived in Washington, you'd think you'd be familiar with Ruby Ridge.
Is that where it
the site
is?
of a famous FBI standoff
Idaho.
around the same time as
Oh.
Waco.
Gotcha. Learn something new.
Cosman.
Coin.
Yeah, and that's a 3-pointer that exactly 12% of our audience is going to understand.
We live in the trivia world. It's possible it's going to be higher.
It's entirely possible. We'll find out. Yeah, when you comment on this episode, let me know if you understand the concept of a Cosman coin, which I am still trying to rebrand as a Courage coin, but that's just me. We're at the halfway point of the list. This is word number 15.
Vampire.
Diaries.
Famous.
Dracula.
And that's what you need for 2 points as we hit the half. Quick score update, just so you're aware, you have accrued 21 points so far and 15 words to go. Next up.
Assistant.
Aide.
Office.
Secretary.
And that's where you're going for 2 points. Tim, you're up once again.
April.
Roads.
Detachable.
Limbs.
So normally during a clue give, I mute myself to not affect the gameplay, but I needed to unmute to acknowledge that when you think detachable, the first word that comes to mind is limbs.
There's There's a reason.
It is worth noting that at some point, Brittany has told me that if she could make one improvement or superpower, it would be to have detachable limbs.
Oh, like arm fall off boy. Okay.
Yeah, like, think of how much easier it would be to sleep on your side if you could just remove the arm that you're laying on. Spooning would be so much easier too, because you don't have that awkward arm problem. But I want to be able to reattach it later.
That's not the body part that comes to my mind when I hear detachable, but that's the King Missile fan in me. Third and final clue for this one.
Bathtub.
Shower?
And bringing it home for 1 point there at the end. Next up.
Sequence.
Events.
Recognition.
Pattern?
There you go, picking up 2 points on that. Next coming through.
Down.
Up.
Calm.
Relax.
Merry.
Happy?
No, I see where you were going with this directionally, Tim, but the word here was settle.
Oh, okay.
It all makes sense up here, at least.
Well, to be fair, Mary can be 3 things. Unless you're about to tell me that Mary and Mary are not the same word.
Regional difference. All right, next up.
Sylvania.
Pin.
Trees.
Forest.
And there you go for 2 points. Yeah, Latin, but it's also a common place name. So certainly works as a proper noun, which are allowed in Verboten.
Planet.
Captain.
Second.
Venus.
And there you go for 2 points. Way to combine a pair of clues to get exactly the idea forward. We have about 9 to go.
Skinny.
Jeans.
Mince.
Thin.
And correct there as well. Next clue.
Should have gone cookies first.
Unusual.
Jones.
Frankenstein.
Strange.
Brain.
Weird.
Now, this is a particularly tough one. I was wondering how this is going to play in game mode, but it is abnormal.
Oh.
Have you ever seen Young Frankenstein?
Once.
We are 1 episode in, and I want it noted that Tim has already name-dropped Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
I didn't even go there. Supernova.
Champagne.
And that's how you pick up 3 points, my friends. 1, 2, 3, 6 to go.
Wedding.
Funeral.
Birthday.
Party.
I keep wanting to use variations of the word. Notification.
Anniversary.
Yeah, he was looking for invitation on that one.
Oh.
I kept wanting to say invite. Space.
Frontier.
Stare.
Attic. Oh.
Open.
Blank.
Yep, and picking up a point there at the very end. 4 to go.
Political.
Belief.
Election.
Democracy.
Run.
Candidate.
I think one more clue would have gotten you to campaign on this one.
Buffy.
Slayer.
I will accept that for 3 points. The correct word is slay. As a general verboten policy, if you guess a form of the correct answer, I will give it to you because there's no fair way to process it otherwise. That said, 2 words to go in round 1.
Obligation.
Onus.
Call.
Duty.
Polite.
Responsibility.
No, he was ultimately getting you to courtesy, but I can see where duty certainly came from off of those first 2 clues. Your 30th and final word is through now.
Mouse.
Trap.
Noise.
Silent.
Contestant.
Click.
Little insider baseball on that third clue, but he was ultimately trying to get you to the word squeaky.
Oh, okay.
He was supposed to be on the show.
Yep. Unfortunately, we'll probably have him on a future recording so the listeners can understand exactly why that was a fair clue. With that all said and done, 30 words in, and as a team, you were able to put 39 points on the board. Not too shabby for the Biffles.
We're winning.
We are winning.
We're going to bring Chris and Andrew back and then move on to the second half of round one. And we've brought Chris and Andrew back from the hidden alcove in the basement bunker out of isolation to find out that the Biffles put 39 points on the board during their part of round one. We're going to send Tim and Brittany over to the alcove now in isolation. So Chris and Andrew, Team Blow on this, can have their chance at the list. And now it's time to see what Team Blow on this can do with this set of words. Chris, we're going to put you in the clue giver's chair. So, Andrew, you're going to be guessing after each clue that Chris gives. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yep.
Sure.
In that case, Chris, the round starts when you see the first word. Should be happening right about now.
Airplane.
Hangar.
Fighter.
Ooh. Kamikaze.
G6.
Jet.
And first points of the round going to Team Blow on this. Next clue is up.
Limit.
Speed.
Upper.
Ceiling.
Most.
Height.
No, I'm sorry. Chris was trying to get you to the word maximum there.
Yeah.
Chair.
Seat.
And picking that one up for 3 points. Next coming through right now.
Home.
House.
Speech.
Phone.
Mailing.
Okay. Address.
And there it is at the very end.
Conniving.
Servant.
Secretive.
Hiding.
Duplicitous.
Cult.
Tough word to get off of those clues. Sneaky was where he was trying to lead you there.
Okay, yeah.
Negotiator.
Auctioneer.
Captive.
Oh. What's it called? Attorney.
Stockholm.
Is it syndrome?
No, I'm sorry to say it is hostage. But we'll talk about why when you think negotiator and captive, your head goes to attorney at a later time. Next word is coming through for you, Chris.
Rot.
Mold.
Erode.
Oh, God. Overripe.
Deteriorate.
All of those mean the same thing. I'm trying to... Weather?
No, unfortunately, that one was decay.
Yeah.
Lift.
Elevator.
Bear. B-E-A-R.
Okay, thank you. Weight.
Move.
Curl.
No, we've hit a bit of a wall here, it seems. Chris was trying to get you to the word carry.
Yeah, God, need to think more simple.
Straight.
Line.
Advance.
Forward.
There you go, and we're back on the positive side of the
Yay.
columns here for scoring, picking up 2 points there. Next word coming through.
Independence.
Separate.
Fourth.
July.
And there you go, 2 points there as well.
Smoky.
Mountains.
Thief.
Robber.
Frito.
What combines those three? Spice. I don't know.
Now, sadly, the word you were looking for here was bandit. Andrew, out of curiosity, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 22.
Right.
Yeah, 2 of those 3 clues were very 70s pop culture associated clues,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Fair enough.
So mileage will vary on that for sure. Next up.
Cola.
There's 2 ways I could go with this. Coke.
No.
Uh-oh, was that the word?
Yes.
Soda.
Challenge.
Oh, okay. Pepsi.
There it is, grabbing that one for 1 point.
I understand your second.
I like that. Cola. Oh, there's 2 ways I can go. Coke. No. Haven't seen a clue work that way yet, so I'm excited there. We're approaching the midpoint, but keep on going.
Mountain.
Top.
Ruffles.
Ridge.
There you go, picking that one up for a pair. 2 left in the first half of the list. We're at word number 14.
Penny.
Lincoln.
Nickel.
Oh. Coin.
There you go, picking that one up for 2 as well.
Count.
Number.
Vampire.
Dracula.
And there it is. You have, for the record, gotten 6 of the last 7 words right. And as you hit the midpoint, you have put 16 on the board so far with 15 words to go.
Administrative.
Secretary.
And we'll make that 7 of the last 8, pulling secretary out of administrative for 3 points. Nicely done, Andrew.
Bath.
Shower.
And that's 2 3-pointers in a row. Shower is indeed correct.
I was gonna say beyond, and then I figured, keep it simple.
There you go. Andrew's starting to pick up what you're throwing down, Chris.
Sewing.
Needle.
Sequence.
Knitting.
Recognition.
Crochet.
No, sorry, he was trying to get you to pattern there. So the streak ends a little bit, but time to start a new one, hopefully.
Compromise.
Problem.
Populate.
Compromise and populate. The third clue. Census.
Ease.
Solution.
I thought you were going to say it there for a second. It's settle, however.
Ah.
Next up.
Woods.
Forest.
And picking that one up immediately for 3. Nice job.
Aphrodite.
Goddess.
Planet.
No, what's the... Dang you, mythology. Venus.
There you go, teasing it out there for 2. About 9 words left.
Skinny.
Jeans.
Narrow.
Tight.
Thick.
Okay, thin.
There it is.
There it is.
Grabbing that for 1 point. Next up.
Weird.
Cool.
Anomalous.
Unpopular.
Unique.
Special.
Yeah, this one might be the toughest word on this list. It's abnormal.
Gotcha.
All right, we're sitting at 7 to go. Next one is through for you, Chris.
Sparkling.
Water.
Toast.
Champagne.
And getting there right away for 2 points. No delays at all. 6 clues left. Chris, back to you.
Wedding.
Ring.
Mail. That's M-A-I-L.
Invitation.
There it is for 2 points. You have 5 words to go on the list.
Empty.
Space.
Clear.
Glass.
Stare. S-T-A-R-E.
Blank.
And picking it up there for 1 point. 4 words to go.
Presidential.
Inauguration.
Running.
Campaign.
And there you are for 2 points with 3 words remaining.
Kill.
Murder.
Dragon.
Slay.
And 2 points on that one. We're coming close to the end.
Pleasantry.
Festivity.
Politeness.
Etiquette.
Favor.
I feel like there's a word I'm forgetting, so I'm just going to say request.
I think that word might have been courtesy.
Mm.
And 30th and final word coming through now. Good luck.
Noisy.
Loud.
Mouse.
Noisy and mouse. Oh. Click.
Wheel.
Squeaky.
There you go for 1 point to end your run at the list for the first time, putting a grand total of 38 points on the board for Team Blow on this. Well done, gentlemen. There was a stretch there twice where you picked up 9 or 10 consecutive words. In fact, did very, very well after that kind of wall you hit early in where you missed 4 in a row. You only missed 5 more for the rest of the list.
Nice.
So 38 points, not too bad. We're going to bring Tim and Brittany back in from isolation. All right, we brought Tim and Brittany back from isolation so that everybody knows the state of play coming out of round 1, where Team Blow on this was able to put 38 points on the board with our list for the week. However, the Biffles at your run were able to do slightly better, making the score out of round 1 39 to 38, a 1 point advantage for the Biffles as we take a few moments to pause for these considerations. We'll see you back on the other side for rounds 2 and 3. Hi, I'm Jay, host of the new podcast Verboten.
I'm Brittany, one half of the team behind Frenemy Trivia.
And I'm Jeremy, the newest member of the Pub Trivia Experience podcast.
And we're coming together today to tell you that this show is sponsored by
Critical Grind Board Game Cafe.
Critical Grind holds a special place in all 3 of our hearts.
It's a wonderful place to get together with old friends or make some new ones.
Whether you're after one of their mini fantastic coffee drinks or one of their signature toasts, Critical Grind's got you covered.
With an enormous library of tabletop games available, it's a fantastic place to unwind and celebrate your inner nerd.
Critical Grind is a recognized gaming safe space, which means you can truly be yourself there.
Critical Grind was recently voted Best in Family Recreation for 2023 in its area.
And with their new expansion, there's even more fun to come in the future.
So check them out near the intersection of Black Road and Route 59 in Shorewood, Illinois.
Or if you're not local, find out more about them anyway at linktree.com/criticalgrind.
Either way, tell Dana and Sean we say hi.
Critical Grind Board Game Cafe. Life is short. Play more games.
Proud supporters of the PTE Network.
And vice versa.
And we are back for round 2 of our premier game of Verboten, where, once again, the Biffles hold a 1-point lead over Team Blow on this 39-38. As we move into round 2, where the Verboten word list really comes into play, because all of those clues that were given by both teams in round 1 are now on the Verboten list and cannot be given as clues in this round. We'll start again with the Biffles. Brittany, you're going to be giving clues to Tim. When we get to Team Blow on this for the second half of the list, Andrew, you'll be giving clues to Chris. Everybody understand?
Yes.
Sure.
Yep.
All right. Brittany, on behalf of the Biffles, you have 30 total clues to play with. Remember, you can't repeat any clues in round number 1, and the first word in the newly shuffled list should be sent to you, so take it away whenever you're ready.
Car.
Horn.
Toddler.
Seat.
There you go. Next up.
Gump.
Forest.
And picking up another 4.
Decompose.
Decay.
3 in a row. Well done. You still have 26 clues to work with.
Roguelike.
Sneaky.
And 4 straight. Next up.
Coke.
Pepsi.
5 in a row. Still 24 clues left.
Dungeon.
I don't know that one.
Battle.
I can't get there.
Senatorial.
Campaign.
There it is. Took you 3 clues to get there, but it's still worth 4 points regardless. You still have 21 to work with.
Minimum.
Maximum.
4 points for the team.
Check.
Keep going.
Fill.
Blank.
There you go. Still doing well with 18 clues remaining. You're about halfway through your half of the list.
Billing.
Address.
And have not missed or passed yet. Next up.
Strange.
Abnormal.
There you go. A lot easier in round 2 once you know it's on the list, right?
Yeah, only if you can pull the words that you spent however long looking at.
Denver.
Ridge.
John.
Keep going.
Benny.
Jet.
There it is. Tried a couple of pop culture connections there, and you got there at the end. You have 13 clues remaining and only 4 words to go.
RSVP.
Invitation.
Yep, nice clue there for 4. I had to look it up just to make sure it counts as a word and not just an expression in and of itself. Multiple dictionaries do include it as its own word, so fair game as far as I'm concerned. 3 words remaining, still 12 clues to use.
As soon as she said it, I knew what it was because I considered it for the first round.
Transylvania.
Dracula.
Yep, and 4 points there as well. 2 to go.
Decontamination.
Keep going.
Golden.
Shower.
And that's the explicit tag for this episode.
Yay.
4 points, 9 clues remaining. 1 word to go for the Biffles. Can you bring it home for the sweep?
Hoist.
Keep going.
Organa.
Carry.
And yes, as you can see from the verboten list, both teams went very different directions on carry for round one. And this team continued to use the Star Wars homophone connection there. That is a clean sweep. You went 15 for 15, so you picked up the maximum 60 points. You did leave 7 clues remaining, so that is a grand total of 67 points for the round, making it currently a 68-point game coming out of this. So as we switch over to Team Blow on this, your half of the list is ready and waiting. You can't do better than perfect. You can, however, do perfect in fewer clues to make up that ground. Andrew, your first word should be sent to you, and take it away whenever you're ready.
Dime.
Coin.
And off to a good start. Next up.
Request.
Invitation.
Niceness.
Courtesy.
There you go. Another one of those words that's a lot easier once you know it's on the list.
Bubbly.
Champagne.
And 3 for 3. Keep it going.
Prisoner.
Hostage.
And we are still good. Have used 5 clues for 4 words.
Month.
July.
And 6 clues for 5 words. You're a third of the way through.
Creek.
Squeaky.
And grabbing that one as well. Next up.
Steel.
Bandit.
Bold strategy on a word that has 2 different homophones on it, but you got there anyway.
Short.
Thin.
There we go.
Hey, as long as it works, it is a 4-point clue.
Exactly.
You have 21 remaining, and you've about hit the midpoint.
Repetition.
No, I don't know.
Ongoing.
Forward.
That word's already been used. Multiple.
I don't know.
Stitch.
Pattern.
Yeah, it took you 4 clues to get there, but that is still a 4-point response nonetheless. You have 17 remaining. There are 6 words left on the board.
Breathe.
Settle.
Yeah, pulled that off of breathe. 16 clues left, 5 words to go.
Wavy.
I don't know.
Chips.
Oh, ridge.
Yeah, always nice when you can pull on the aha moments from the first round there. 14 clues left, 4 words to go.
Queen.
Venus.
Defeat.
Slay.
Yep, 4 points there. You have 12 clues remaining, 3 words left.
Telemarketer.
Forward.
Person.
Sneaky.
Sorry. Woman.
Yeah, I don't know.
How many clues left?
You currently have 9 clues remaining. There are 2 words after this.
Okay. Desk.
Secretary.
There we go.
There it is. And you know what, Andrew? Don't feel too bad. Misogyny exists. If you can leverage it to your advantage, you might as well in the context of a game. I love that. Sorry, woman. Fair enough. You have 8 clues to go, 2 words remaining. Your next word is up.
Goddess.
Venus.
Final word coming up with 7 clues in the bank.
Line.
Forward.
And best ending that you could get there. All right, so coming out of round number 2, both teams swept the board. No word went unguessed, so each team picked up the maximum 60 points on that. It comes down to how many clues are remaining. The Biffles, you ended up leaving 7 in the bank. Team Blow on this, you ended up with 6 remaining, which turns a 1-point deficit into a 2-point deficit. As we add in those bonuses, the scores coming out of round 2, the Biffles sitting at 106, Team Blow on this, 104, as we move into round number 3 right after this.
Hey, trivia lovers. Want to get the pub trivia experience in an interactive way? Check out Liquid Courage Entertainment. With a wide range of offerings online, LK has you covered, streaming a wide variety of trivia games on Twitch with one-of-a-kind formats like Tringo, Guesstimate, Mega Sheep, and more. Or check out the World Trivia Federation. With 36 hours to answer each quiz and no obligation, the WTF is the perfect solution to scratch that trivia itch on your own time. Come see us at twitch.tv/liquid_courage or check out patreon.com/liquidcourage to join the WTF for as little as $2 a month. That's Liquid Courage with a K. Innovative, interactive, intoxicating.
All right, friends, welcome back as we prepare for the third and final round of this debut edition of Verboten, where I step into the clue giver's seat. I have prepared 30 legal clues, one for each of our words. As a point of order, I am not on either team, and I'm not necessarily here to maximize scores. However, I will make a valid argument that every one of my clues certainly is a clue. We'll see how you interpret it.
I've played your games, woman.
Just to explain, because round 3 works a little bit differently, both players on a team will be in the guessing spot. However, the first word said by either player is the official answer for that team. If it's correct, they will earn 5 points. If it is incorrect, the opposition will have the same opportunity to give one word to steal those 5 points. Whichever team is behind on the leaderboard at the time will be the team that guesses. I will always let you know who that is, but it is going to frenetically go back and forth. So be aware. It is currently a 2-point game. So literally one of these words will make all the difference. Team Blow on this, you are currently behind 106 to 104. So you're going to be in the hot seat for at least this first word. And just to be clear, if the guessing team doesn't get it and the stealing team doesn't get it, we just move on. There is no ping-ponging back and forth to eventually earn 5 points. Everybody cool with that?
Sure.
All right.
I have banana phone stuck in my head now, but yes.
Then we are good to go. Team Blow on this, your clue for our first word is steak.
Dracula.
That is incorrect. Brittany and Tim, you have the opportunity to steal.
Slay.
Slay, however, is correct for 5 points. Team Blow on this will stay with you. Your clue for the next word is press.
Campaign.
That is incorrect. We move over to the Biffles for a steal.
Secretary.
Secretary, however, was correct.
Wow.
It is currently a 12-point game. Team Blow on this, however, still in the driver's seat. Your clue for the next word is Serena.
Venus.
Venus is correct, and you're starting to make up a little bit of ground as we move on to word number 4, where your clue is request.
Invitation.
And invitation is correct as well. We're back to a 2-point game. Next clue coming through is Ferengi.
Sneaky.
Sneaky is incorrect on that. We'll move over to the Biffles for a steal.
Decay?
Decay is incorrect as well. The target word there was ridge.
Oh.
Oh.
Weirdly, I thought of that, but I had no idea why.
I was between Ferengi and Klingon on that clue. I wanted to clue the head ridges on one of
Oh,
the...
it's a Star Trek thing.
Yes, it is a Star Trek thing. Team Blow on this, your next clue word is rump. As a point of order, you are allowed to pass if you don't want to take an option off the list for the stealing team.
Yeah, probably pass in this case.
Sure.
All right, they're going to pass this over for the steal opportunity. The clue once again was rump.
Seat.
Seat is correct. It is currently a 7-point game. Team Blow on this still in the driver's chair. Team Blow on this, your next clue is Bastille.
July.
July is correct. Bastille Day being July 14th. We
Good
move
job.
on in a 2-point game now to your next clue, which is squib.
Blank.
Blank is correct. And we have our first lead change of round 3. Team Blow on this has taken a 3-point lead. The Biffles, you are now in the hot seat with the next clue to you, which is tote.
Carry.
And carry is correct. So back to Team Blow on this. Your clue for the next word is slots.
Coin.
That is incorrect. I'm sorry. Tim and Brittany from the Biffles, you can steal.
Address.
That is incorrect as well. The target word there was bandit, as in a slot machine being a one-armed bandit. Again, I'm not necessarily here to make sure you get it right, but I am here to show off how clever I am sometimes.
I now know what a one-armed bandit means. I just thought, literally.
Clever girl.
I try. Team Blow on this, still a 2-point deficit as we move to your next clue, which is region.
Got anything?
Address.
Address is incorrect. We'll move over to the Biffles for the steal.
Champagne.
It's only Champagne if it comes from the Champagne region of France. Otherwise, it's just a sparkling clue. Now a 7-point game with 19 words to go. Team Blow on this, your next clue word is disingenuous.
Sneaky.
And Sneaky's going to do it there to bring it back to a 2-point game. Next clue word is purse.
Coin.
And coin will do it for another lead change. Back to the Biffles, who are currently down 3. Next clue to you is tartan.
Pattern.
Pattern is correct. So we bounce back to Team Blow on this. Your clue is urban.
I don't have anything. What do you have?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Pass.
All right, passing over the Biffles without giving any info away. Your clue once again is urban.
Decay.
Decay is correct. That requires a little cosmetological knowledge there.
Not even what I was thinking, but good job,
Thank
Tim.
you, Karen.
Nice one.
Well done. A 7-point game. Again, Team Blow on this, however, still with the opportunity to catch up, with your next clue being common.
Abnormal.
That is incorrect. We move over to the Biffles for the steal.
Space.
That is also incorrect. So nobody picking up the points on courtesy. Common courtesy. We are halfway through the list. It is still anyone's game. Team Blow on this, however, at a 7-point deficit, 141 to 134. Still taking the lead as far as guessing is concerned. Your next clue is Gettysburg.
Address.
I don't know what else it would be from Gettysburg, so nicely done there. Sometimes a horse is a horse. It is now a 2-point game. Your next clue is taken.
Hostage.
And that is where the lead flips. Well done. The Biffles, back to you with the clue word pinnacle.
I don't know that I have anything.
I don't have a guess, so pass.
Pass.
That is a pass over to Team Blow on this. Can you give me the correct word for pinnacle?
I have a guess if you don't have anything.
I don't have anything. Go ahead.
Campaign.
Campaign is incorrect. The clued word there was maximum.
Yeah.
No.
All right, back to the Biffles in the hot seat again. Your clue for the next word is green.
Forest.
Forest is correct. I'm very good at colors when they're named on the crayons, and forest green is one of them. Team Blow on this now at a 2-point deficit. There are 10 words remaining, by the way. It is still anyone's game in this tight one. Your clue for the next word is hinge.
Squeaky.
And squeaky is correct. You got to oil those squeaky hinges. Bouncing back to the Biffles, down 3 at this exact second. Your clue word is Catan.
Settle.
Absolutely, settle. And that's going to take it back to Team Blow on this for your next clue. Rainfall.
Shower.
Shower, after a lot of thinking, is absolutely right. The Biffles, back to you now. Your clue word is starry.
Venus?
Venus is incorrect. Team Blow on this can build the lead slightly here. The clue, once again, starry.
Pepsi.
Starry is the new brand of lemon lime soft drink from Pepsi. Nicely done to Team Blow on this. It is now an 8-point game with 6 words to go. The Biffles still under fire here, but it is absolutely anyone's game. The next clue is ahead.
Ford.
Forward is correct. According to Devo, go forward, move ahead. Try to detect it. It's not too late to whip it. Whip it good. That makes it a 3-point game. The Biffles still under fire here. Your next clue is unconventional.
Abnormal.
Absolutely there. And we have a lead change again. With 4 words to go, this is absolutely coming down to the wire. Team Blow on this, currently behind by 2. Your clue is Bram.
Dracula.
And that is going to send it back to the Biffles at a 3-point deficit. Next clue, ebony.
Jet.
Jet is correct. Here's where we're at now. It is a 2-point game. There are 2 words remaining. Team Blow on this, you have the onus here. If you get this right, we're going to move to a special end game situation that I will explain. If you get this wrong, the Biffles have the opportunity to clinch. With that said, your clue for this penultimate word of the game is manager.
Campaign.
And campaign is correct, which means it is a 3-point game. The Biffles are behind and would normally be in a hot seat position. However, because the lead is within 5, it is not fair to give you the advantage to win. Since this game is too close to call, we're going to move to a special showdown to determine this episode's champions. Here's how the showdown works. I have selected a word at random that is not on our 30-word list because the very astute among you may know that we got through 29 of those 30 words, and that 30th word was thin. So to avoid the advantage of just being the first person to shout a word you all might know, I'm going to go to a brand new word. This word has not been on this episode in any form or fashion. This is a buzz-in style tiebreaker, essentially. Just buzz in with your first name when you want to give a guess. If your guess is correct to my 1-word clue, you have won the game. Otherwise, the other team gets the opportunity to steal the win. If neither team gets it, I will give an additional clue to the same word, and so on and so forth until we have a winner. For the record, if neither team gets it with the first clue, we revert back to buzzing in. So, teams, do we understand the showdown?
Yes.
I think so.
It's a 3-point game. This is worth 5 points. So whichever team gets it will be our winner. Your first clue to our showdown word is board.
Brittany.
Brittany, on behalf of the Biffles, what is your guess?
Game.
That is incorrect. Team Blow on this, you have an opportunity to steal off the clue board. Otherwise, I'll give a second clue and go back into the buzzer mode.
Is it room?
It is not room. Your second clue for the same word is points.
Brittany.
Brittany, what is your guess?
Score.
That is incorrect. We move back over to Team Blow on this for the win.
Oh, I have a guess. Score.
Score is still incorrect, unfortunately. Your third clue to the same word is all.
Chris.
Chris, what is your guess?
Bulletin.
And bulletin is correct. The winners of the first episode of Verboten, folks, are Team Blow on this, a bulletin board, and then, of course, the linchpin was an all points bulletin. Congratulations are in order. Commiserations to the Biffles, who had a very, very good and tight game there. Your final score, the Biffles, with 166 points. Team Blow on this, you finish with 174. Congratulations to our
played.
winners. Well
Great
played,
game, everybody.
Yeah, see if we put you on our podcast now. I thought we had great job.
I
that
thought
was
you
a good
had it
poll.
with score.
I did too. I thought I had scored, if you will.
I literally go to for this entire game, just so you're aware, I go to a website called randomwordgenerator.com.
Nice.
And the first word that came up when I generated was bulletin. So, you play it where it lies, as it were. Well done. Very close game. I mean, it was a 1-point game after round 1. It was a 2-point game after round 2. It came down to effectively a tiebreaker. I am going to start with Team Blow on this. And Chris, we'll start with you. As we wrap it up for this episode, I'd like to open the floor for anything that you want to say or promote. I will give you 30 words or less.
Support your trivia writers on Patreon and Twitch. That's what I'm going to say.
All right. That was certainly 30 words or less. Andrew, same to you. Anything you want to say, anything you want to plug, anything you want to promote, 30 words or less, the time is yours.
I have YouTube channel, The Bassoonist 7513. I make video game music covers. Also support local sports and trivia. Do good for your community. I'm done.
All right. That was certainly under the wire. And we'll move on to the Biffles. Tim, we'll start with you. 30 words or less to say anything you would like to say to the listeners.
Find Brittany and I on Frenemy Trivia, anywhere you find your podcasts, and ptebb.com.
All right. And Brittany, we'll end with you. 30 words. Say anything you'd like.
Leave a 5-star review for Verboten. Check out Frenemy. Play World Trivia Federation. Fuck Jay's word math.
All right. And remember, folks, you can find us and all the shows on the PTE Network, like Boozy Bracketology and the aforementioned Frenemy Trivia, at ptebb.com, your one-stop shop for all the ways you can reach out to us, including links to join our Discord and support the shows financially on Patreon. And for all of us here at the PTE Network, I've been Jay.
I've been Tim.
I've been Brittany.
I've been Chris.
And I've been Andrew.
And we'll see you all next time.